There is a shocking truth to the reason why the Knicks just did this OG Anunoby trade that we have to discuss because nobody is talking about it. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. Obviously, we're on the OG Anunoby Toronto Raptors trade kick right now, and we are not slowing down yet. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into the video, so let's do this. The real truth behind this OG Anunoby trade goes deeper than just the Knicks getting a better fit for their team. They are not done when it comes to making trades. I said stay tuned because there is going to be some trade talks going on still. And Ian Begley has said, I don't think they're done on the Knicks potentially making more moves. Now, who could that be? We're not exactly sure, but as you saw in the thumbnail, very likely we are talking about Donovan Mitchell. Now, I know, before you say anything, I know, the Knicks just traded Immanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett to the Raptors, and that means that one of the two potential headliner players for a trade, both of them are now gone. What can the Knicks do to make a trade? And that's when these draft picks come into play, guys, because the Knicks didn't give a single first rounder when trying to acquire OG Anunoby when initially a year ago the Raptors were looking for a haul similar to the one that the Jazz got for Donovan Mitchell. But nope, not gonna happen. The Knicks gave Barrett and Quickley, and now they still have all 8 of their first round draft picks that they can still trade away to other teams to try to get Donovan Mitchell or a different other star to the New York Knicks to fill out a monster great squad. And let's dive a little deeper. If you look here, this is an article from Kristen Winfield that came out today. And here's what he's saying. They moved on from a player in Quickley that they weren't interested in overpaying. They upgraded at the NBA's premier position, if you ask Kevin Durant, which is the small forward position. They added depth at the 5 with Mitchell Robinson out for an extended period, and they only surrendered 1 second-round pick, albeit their best one, likely the 31st overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, which isn't crazy valuable or anything. And in a perfect world, Anunoby should be this team's 4th option at best. The Knicks are primed for another deal, maybe even 2. As Winfield highlights, the going price for a first-round pick is either matching salary or matching salary plus a young player, along with 4 first-round draft picks. And the Knicks have 8 to trade, or 9, actually, to trade. And if they wanted to acquire DeJounte Murray, for example, the Knicks could send the Hawks Evan Fournier's expiring contract plus any 3 first-round picks and a single first-round pick swap. A comparable trade to what the Hawks gave the Spurs to acquire Murray in the first place. Now, look, I don't think DeJounte Murray is the exact same value that he did when he got traded off the San Antonio Spurs, because Murray was averaging nearly a triple-double that season and was an all-star. He has not been an all-star with the Atlanta Hawks, albeit he's only been there for 1 year where there's been an all-star game. And obviously, we're not sure yet, but it does not look like DeJounte Murray will be an all-star in Atlanta, and Atlanta looks to be interested in moving on from Murray. He could go to the Knicks. He's a name. And when you look at DeJounte Murray, if you go to his Instagram, he just changed it. He deleted all of his Hawks photos, and including he changed his profile picture to a black screen. Something's up, and I'm not saying he's getting traded to the Knicks, but there's probably a DeJounte Murray trade coming in the near future. He's someone the Knicks could target. We've talked about that a little bit. But also, the main event of the evening, Donovan Mitchell. Look, the Knicks just freed up around $35 million in cap space in total now that they're not going to be paying Immanuel Quickley and that RJ Barrett's contract is off the books. We just came out with a video that was disputing all of you in the comments who were saying, Chris, you're a lunatic. You think that Anunoby's going to get paid less than RJ Barrett? Yeah, I do, actually. I said that, and now it came out that that's true, and we made a video on it. So, I don't know. Argue with someone about that. I don't really care. But as I mentioned, OG Anunoby is willing to take a pay cut with the New York Knicks, which I always said was going to happen because he wanted to play for the Knicks and play for CAA boss Leon Rose and William Wesley, of course. And now that both of those things have happened, Anunoby understands that he is not going to be the Knicks superstar, but that he is one of the premier pieces that they want on a contending team. They have Jalen Brunson, who's an all-star, who should be all-NBA. They have Julius Randle, who's an all-star, who should be all-NBA. They are one piece away. Donovan Mitchell does not seem thrilled to be in Cleveland. The Knicks could wait and sign him in free agency. They're going to have more cap flexibility than they've had in a long time. And then also, they could trade for him because the Cavs are not going to get back what they got for Donovan Mitchell. That's not going to, or what they gave up for Donovan Mitchell. That's not going to happen. People know that he doesn't want to be in Cleveland. Thus, so they're not going to pay him the same amount. It's one of the similar reasons why I think the Hawks won't get back the same value is because, well, everyone knows it's not working out already. That's not a secret. So the price goes down. The Knicks have enough first-round draft picks to make a trade based off those picks, and I understand that it is a little bit more difficult now considering Barrett and Quickley are up in the 6. However, it does not mean it is over. New York, this is according to Woj in an article that he wrote after the trade happened. New York, who's 17-14 and 7th in the Eastern Conference, maintains significant draft assets to make more impactful trades in the coming weeks and months. Everyone knows that this trade is very clearly not the end game. This is a move that sets up another move. Leon is moving. He's always playing that 4D chess, and something else is coming. This is the move to set up for a star. This isn't the Knicks taking a gamble on Cam Reddish. This is not the Knicks taking that gamble that worked out on Josh Hart. This is a move for a player who the New York Knicks think is going to help land that star and fill out the roster very nicely. What the Knicks might be hoping for is that they can land CAA client and overall New Yorker Donovan Mitchell and pair him with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle while having one of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA in OG Anunoby and also having one of the best low-post defenders in Mitchell Robinson. Stack that bench up with Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein if he sticks around, or Precious Achiuwa if Isaiah Hartenstein doesn't stick around. And then it just seems like a pretty filled out roster to me. Am I saying it's the favorites to win the NBA Finals? No. Is that a team talented enough to win the NBA Finals? Absolutely. So, we're now in a position where the New York Knicks might really be one move away from being a true NBA Finals contender. And if they can do it off draft picks, it means they're not thinning out that roster anymore. I think the bulk of the roster that the Knicks want to try to contend with is here. They're waiting on one more guy. I don't think it's going to be DeJounte Murray. I think they're going to look at how the Hawks paired him with Trae Young and decide, no, obviously Murray's more of a playmaker than Jalen Brunson is, so you can kind of move Brunson a little bit off ball, but do you really want to do that? I don't really think so. And obviously that would have to happen with Donovan too, but Donovan just is better than DeJounte Murray, and I think the Knicks are going to look for for Donovan for that reason. And this could happen in free agency, and the Knicks could just keep all their assets. Who knows? That's perfectly viable as an option, but this is a crazy moment right now. Obviously, today's been wild. The Knicks acquired Anunoby around 5 hours ago, and I am on my 3rd video of the day about this. But look, this is now about getting Donovan Mitchell or another star. I'm way more open to the idea of Donovan now that you have a guy like OG who doesn't need the ball in his hands the way that RJ did. Now you don't have to play a game where everyone needs the basketball. Brunson can play off the ball a little bit. Donovan seems like he'd be happy to play off the ball a little bit more. Julius can play on or off the ball, though he plays way too much on the ball. However, he's great. He's having a tremendous season, the best season of his career, not counting that start because his ankle was pretty messed up still. The Knicks are in great position right now. They've moved themselves into position to actually land a star and do this correctly. I think this is for the best, and I do not think the Knicks are done. I agree wholeheartedly with Woj. And here is just not a trade that I'm saying the Knicks should make. I just found this on Sir Charles in Charge from Fansided. Essentially, what I'm showing you is the fact that the New York Knicks, if they wanted to, could make a move and get Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks that does not involve IQ or RJ, because everyone's reaction is, how are the Knicks going to trade for a star now they don't have IQ or RJ? Well, it's going to be based off draft picks. It's why the Knicks have been stockpiling draft picks for the past few years, so it can one day pay off. They didn't need to pay it off with OG. They paid it off with current players and guys who didn't really fit with the Knicks, and now they are in perfect position to land a star, and I cannot wait, guys. Leave a comment down below if you think the Knicks should now go for Donovan Mitchell or DeJounte Murray or someone completely different. I'm open to suggestions. I'm reading the comments. I'm very active on YouTube today. I'm going to see what all you guys are suggesting. Can't wait to have some discussions, some debates. in the comments below. Obviously, a huge day for New York Knicks basketball, and we are going to keep moving. You don't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video. It helps us out a ton when we're pumping out content like this. I mean, I'm out of breath talking right now, but I'm trying to get this out for y'all. So remember, go Knicks, have a great day, and let's go OG Anunoby.